Welcome back to Opulent Oasis. Today, we're diving into a watch collection so stunning it deserves an encore. But first, let's do a quick wristwatch check, because when you're this deep into horology, timing isn't just everything, it's the only thing. Ready? Let's TikTok our way into the main event. We're peeling back the layers on some seriously cool timepieces today. Remember, these watches do more than just tick, they practically talk. So, let's wind up and see what stories they're itching to tell us. Ryan Gosling isn't just a Hollywood heartthrob, he's also a bit of a wristwatch wizard, sporting pieces that can make any watch aficionado's heart skip a beat. From his early days as a Disney darling to taking on complex characters in a slew of films spanning every genre you can think of, Gosling has shown he's got the chops and the watches. In the sweet toe-tapping universe of La La Land, his choice of a vintage 1950s gold Omega wasn't just a prop, it was practically a co-star. This watch, with its elegant patina, could have easily held its own in a smoky jazz club back in the day. The Omega, likely powered by a caliber based on the historic 30T2 movement, was a tribute to the brand's legacy of precision, important not only in watchmaking, but apparently in pulling off a perfect pirouette or two on screen. Then there's his role as astronaut Neil Armstrong in First Man, where he donned the Omega Speedmaster. This wasn't just any timepiece, it's the watch that went to the moon, folks. For Gosling, wearing it must have been one small step for man, one giant leap for his horological credibility. In the romantic comedy Crazy Stupid Love, Gosling played a slick ladies' man, decking out his wrist with a range of Rolexes that ensured he looked good, whether he was in a bar or a boardroom. He featured a classic Rolex Oyster 3372 in yellow gold that added just the right touch of old-school glamour to his modern-day Casanova antics. And, of course, there was the Rolex Submariner 16610, because what says, "I'm a catch," better than a watch that's ready to dive 300 meters underwater, even if the deepest you dive is into a sofa at a trendy cocktail bar. However, not every timepiece in Gosling's cinematic arsenal has been a win. In The Gritty Drive, he wore a fake Patek Philippe, a move supposedly made by producers wary of associating a real luxury watch with the film's violent themes. It's almost like they were afraid a real Patek would have handed in its notice after reading the script. Quick break. Why not subscribe and join the Opulent Oasis community? Stay ahead with our top-notch content. Back to the discussion. Off-screen, Gosling's taste in watches is as refined as you'd expect from someone who can make a scorpion jacket look stylish. He often sports a Rolex Day-Date in yellow gold, which he's paired not with a flashy bracelet, but a tasteful leather strap, because sometimes less is more. This piece hasn't been spotted on his wrist recently, but when it was the kind of watch that whispered luxury rather than shouting it. But it's the Rolex Oyster Super Precision Air-King that seems to have captured his heart these days. This model, originally designed to honor British RAF pilots in World War II, proves that Gosling likes his watches like he likes his movie roles, iconic yet understated. It's a piece that stays under the radar because, let's face it, not everyone needs to scream about their accomplishments from the rooftops or the movie posters. Ryan Gosling's collection shows that he's not just picking timepieces, he's curating a gallery on his wrist. And like any good gallery, it tells a story, not just of a man who can act, but one who knows his crown from his caliber. Whether he's lighting up the silver screen or just running errands, Gosling's watches are always ready for their close-up. Ryan Gosling's watch collection is a veritable treasure trove that offers a glimpse into the man behind the movie star persona, blending impeccable taste with an eye for timeless style. Let's take a closer look at some of the standout pieces in his repertoire, starting with the Rolex Air-King. This particular Air-King is no run-of-the-mill model. It features a creamy, almost golden patina on the dial that most might mistake for a newer champagne finish at first glance. It's actually a beautifully aged example from the late 50s to early 60s, marked distinctly with dolphin hands, and belongs to the rare transitional reference 6552 equipped with an automatic caliber 1050. This 34mm piece moves effortlessly across the spectrum of Gosling's life, from glitzy award shows to his everyday casual outings, proving its versatility and classic appeal. Gosling's affinity for this brand doesn't end with personal use. It extends into his professional life as well. He's frequently sported various models on screen, seamlessly integrating his personal tastes with his film characters. This deliberate choice reinforces his genuine connection to his watches, making them integral parts of both his cinematic and real-life narratives. In Crazy Stupid Love, Gosling's character displays a keen understanding of watches, cycling through different styles and brands to suit various occasions. This subtle plot point might go unnoticed by some, but for watch enthusiasts, it's a delightful Easter egg that underscores the character's sophistication and Gosling's own deep appreciation for horology. Ryan Gosling's style is a modern take on classic American masculinity, infused with subtle, clever updates that keep it fresh in today's fashion landscape. His approach to accessories, especially his choice of watches, reveals his thoughtful sartorial philosophy. He favors classic watch sizes, deliberately avoiding the oversized, flashy timepieces popular in contemporary trends. This understated choice highlights a quiet confidence, one that doesn't rely on ostentation to leave an impression. Instead, his watches enhance his natural charisma, effortlessly fitting into both his on-screen characters and his off-screen life. Gosling's style recalls the timeless elegance of old Hollywood icons like Cary Grant and Steve McQueen, figures celebrated for their effortless sophistication. His selection of timepieces embodies a mid-century charm, blending nostalgia with a modern sensibility that feels authentic and rare in today's celebrity culture. His choices balance luxury and practicality, making his watches not just accessories, but extensions of his genuine personal style. What distinguishes Gosling is his ability to merge the allure of vintage design with the precision of contemporary craftsmanship. His watches reflect an appreciation for timeless elegance, acting as subtle nods to a bygone era, while remaining perfectly suited to today's aesthetics. Whether it's a sleek dress watch for a formal event or a simple, understated piece for everyday wear, Gosling's selections always feel intentional and in tune with his overall aesthetic. His understated approach extends to his broader style, marked by clean lines, tailored fits, and neutral tones. Gosling's wardrobe is composed of carefully chosen pieces that exude quiet sophistication, reinforcing the idea that true style lies in simplicity and intention. Whether dressed in a sharp suit or a casual ensemble, his look is polished yet approachable, making a strong statement without shouting for attention. In a world where bold and flashy often dominate, Gosling's choices are a testament to the power of subtlety. His watches, in particular, symbolize his timeless and refined approach to fashion. By favoring classic designs and understated elegance, Ryan Gosling proves that true style transcends trends, offering a modern lesson in effortless sophistication rooted in the traditions of old Hollywood. As Gosling's preference has shifted from the more glamorous Rolex Day-Date to the more subdued Air-King, we observe a maturation in his taste that resonates with many watch aficionados. This shift may signify a deeper connection with his watches, choosing pieces with stories and backgrounds that resonate more personally, rather than simply picking them for their aesthetic value. The question of what might be next for Gosling's collection is as intriguing as any of his film choices. Will he delve deeper into the world of vintage Rolex, or perhaps branch out to explore other legendary watchmakers like Audemars Piguet or Jaeger-LeCoultre? Maybe he'll surprise us with a foray into the intricate world of complications, perhaps with a tourbillon or a perpetual calendar. As we speculate on future additions to Ryan Gosling's watch collection, it's worth considering what these choices might reveal about his evolving style and persona. Should Gosling venture into more avant-garde pieces, or stick to the timeless classics that have so strongly defined his aesthetic? Share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear your take. Don't forget to subscribe to Opulent Oasis for more insights on style, luxury, and the people who inspire us. See you in the next video.